DBMS revision class. At this point of time, we are taking up the revision entities where we are looking about basic queries and nested queries and correlation queries. So as a part of today's Unit 3 revision, we will bring this SQL content what we have with us. So we talked about the select command. Distinct, it brings up unique elements where no duplicates are taking up, followed by the select list from which databases you want to get, that is what we call it as from list, and where is a class which is taking up by the select command, and qualification, it is meeting up some condition, and select list are some set of attributes in table to display as outputs. So this was the prime agenda why we are bringing up the SQL syntax at this point of time. In the last class, we have completed first one. Next, we have taken up the second query, that was age greater than 2, and thereby we have taken up the names of the sailors who have reserved a boat number 103. So altogether we completed 3 queries. Now let us work on the fourth query. The fourth query was telling that find the sailor IDs who has reserved a red boat. Now at this point of time, red is going to mention the color, and red it was taken up in the boats. Red it was given in the boats. Sailor IDs, of course, they are available in reserves database. Of course, they are available in sailors database, agreed. But the question what was tricky was that find the sailor IDs of the sailors who have reserved. So as we were mentioning that we have to go with the reserved option, as we have to go up with the reserved option. So there is no fun of taking up the sailors database. We can go with the boat database and reserves database. And one more interesting part was we need to see that the color of the boat was red. So obviously this is what we call it as a condition. So this condition must be true. And another one was, it was telling that the ID of the boat, whatever boat we are going to call, that boat ID should exist in boat ID must be in both the tables. So that was the value what we are going to take up. So therefore boats aliases is B, reserves aliases is R, and then we are bringing up this content. Now what we will do is we will run this query for convenience and to understand whether the querytical part will go up in a positive way or not. So to do that, we are now putting the things into the one notebook what we are looking at. So we put a questionnaire at this point of time, find the sailor IDs who are doing it. Then we are asking for the reserves, and the color we are mentioning it as a red color. Now we can put this into the same query into the SQL work area. So in order to get the live output, we can put the same things in the SQL sheet, but copying paste this always will not work. So before that, we have to look into the database. We have to look into the existing table with us. First, we have to get the answer. After that, we have to verify the query. So then only we will understand the typicality of the query, how it is and how it will work, So all that actual funda will come to us when we are going to work in this direction only. Okay, fine. So what was the querytical part? The querytical part was telling that boat ID should exist in boats and reserves. Okay, now we need only the two tables. We need only the two tables. What are those two tables means? If I can look, one it is going to be the reserves table, another it is going to be the boat table. Then what is the color of the boat what we are going to look at? The color of the boat we are going to peep it will be the red color. So red color boards has to be reserved. Now what is the ID of that red color boat? The ID of the red color boat was 102. The ID of the red color boat was 104. Now what we have to do? We have to see the commonalities between reserves boat, and we have to look at the commonalities which is existing in the boats table. One we have to go with the reserves table, another we have to go with the boats table. So what we can do was we have to first check where 102 was there, where 104 was there. So now at this point of time you can see that 102 occurrence for first time, 104 occurrence for first time, 102 occurrence for second time, 104 occurrence for second time, and 102 occurrence for third time. So what will be the answer? The answer will be 1, it will be 22, 2, it should be 22, 3, it should be 31, 4, it should be 31, 5, it should be 64. So we want to know the Seiler IDs. So Seiler ID is 22, Seiler ID is 22, Seiler ID is 31, Seiler ID is 31, and Seiler ID is 64. So we are working with the 5 Seiler IDs which need to be the outcome from this query. So we have taken this query as a part of this exercise. So what we are doing was we need to display the Seiler IDs. So how we are going to display? We will compare operation between boat table and reserve table which is existing, and we are going to verify the color should be red. And one more interesting that if we are going to work with the character type, definitely that character type should be given in a single quotes. Now what is the expected answer? The expected answer was we are expecting 5 tuples to be displayed as our answer. Now let us go to the work area. There we have put this query here. So find the Seilers IDs of the Seilers who have reserved a boat. So at this point of time we are bringing these into the scenario. Now let me hit on the run button. So let me hit on the run button here so that we will execute the query and see the 5 expected records from the output as mentioned from this query. So now you can see that we have generated 5 rows. What are the 5 rows? 22, 22, 31, 31, and then we got 64. So this was the expected outcome what we are looking at from the query execution part what we were talking about. So we can now paste the answer at this position. So this will be a good exercise for you. First you are going to get the query question, then you are going to get the query, then you are going to assume what will be the output of that query, and thereby you are generating the output from the live exercise. So this is what the funda of doing up a DBMS lab exercise. The first you need to have a question, followed by you need to have the query, followed by analysis of a query, and thereby what will be the output. Okay, fine. So up to now we have completed one query. Now let us look into the next part, what the query is going to bring to us. So after this, now we can work on the extension versions of the query. What was the extension version was? Name the Seilers. So this is now again bringing it to the word. Name the Seilers who have reserved a red boat. So now you can understand the question. name the silers who have reserved a red boat. Now, what is this implication telling us? This implication is telling that in the earlier query exercise, we were confining only to the Siler IDs. We were confining only to the Siler IDs. And of course, the color of the boat, what we mentioned was red color. I do agree. Again, we are choosing the red color. But instead of IDs, we are going to choose the names of the sailors. So where are the names of the sailors located? The names of the sailors are located in the sailors database. So this was the key takeaway from this exercise. The names of the sailors are located in sailors database. Therefore, we have to take up database 1 sailor, we have to take up database 2 reserves, we have to take up database 3 boats. So we need to have multiple tables. We need to have the multiple tables in the SQL part in order to get executed. So as there are multiple tables, we need to verify up the multiple table conditions. What was the verification? One, we need to verify the color. Two, we need to verify the boat ID exists in reserves and boat. Three, we need to verify the ID exists in the sailors and reserves. So three appropriate conditions has to be focused in order to generate the output, and this is one form of a complex query. Why it is going to be a one form of complex query? The reason was we are going to check into the sailor database, we are going to check it into the reserves database, and we are going to check the things into the boat database. So we are now unifying the three databases in order to rise out the decision. So we will now start executing this as a part of the exercise. So to move this forward, now we are going to bring this into the live SQL part for appropriate execution. For appropriate execution, we are bringing this. Then we are now putting the comments for the question, and thereby it is not syncing. So okay, so we will now move to the live SQL part itself in interest of time. So what we are going to talk was, we were mentioning we need to display up the sailors names. So in order to display up the sailors names, we are taking up the sailors database, and aliases yes, reserves database, and aliases are board database, aliases B. Thereby, in order to see that the tuple exists in the boat with a color, so we check with color. Then we need to know that boat and reserves you need to unify. For that, we are going to make an equality condition. Thereby, we need to unify sailors and reserves. Therefore, we are going to make a equality condition. So in this way, we are going to run up this query for appropriate execution at this point of time. Okay, so I have put this query here. Now, what was the prime agenda? The prime agenda was, now we need to understand how or what are the names of the sailors. So now you can see that 22, whose name is it? 22 name was Dustin. So we got the first name. 22 name was Dustin. So we got the first name. Next one, who was the sailor ID for 31? So 31, whose name is it? 31 name was Luber. So first one we got 31, then it was Luber. Then we have another different sailor, that was 64. So who was 64? 64 we are going to mention was, it was Horatio. So in the earlier query, what was the difference was, we stopped our query addressing only at the sailor IDs, right? In the previous query, we stopped working to generate only the sailor IDs. But now in this query, what we are going to do, we are extending the relationship between sailor table and reserves table. Earlier, what we have done, we have taken only the relationship between results table and board table. Now what we are going to do, we are now merging, or we are now getting the database from multiple tables. That is 1 Seiler, 2 reserves, and 3 we are going to get this from the boards. So as we have already cooked up to this reserves database, so 22 is going to be there. It is promoting the Dustin's name. 31 is going to be there. 31 is displaying the Luber's name. 64 is going to be there, and 64 is going to display of the Horatio name. So now let us see how we are going to get the answer for this query. Yeah, so as there are 5 tuples and we get the Dustin repeated for 2 times because it is of 21. Then we have Luber, which is displaying 61. Then we have 74, which was representing the Horatio date. So now we can take this into the work area so that it will be in a systematic approach for us, so that hereafter if you see at the query, you will have a quick reference. So that is why we are pasting up the outputs in this form. Okay, fine. So next one was, let us take up the query number 6. So what was query number 6? So query number 6 was telling, find the colors of the board reserved by Luber. Now what was the question? The question was, find the colors of the board which was reserved by Luber. So now, now again, colors of the board is given in boards table. Reserves, it is going to be given in reserves table. Name of a Seiler, it is going to be in the Seilers table. Okay, then we need to get Seilers, we need to get reserves, we need to get boards. So all the 3 tables we have to get it. There is no other option. All the 3 tables we have to get it. There is no other option. Okay, now what was the changes from the earlier query and present query? The changes was, we need to verify Seiler table and result table. That is done. We need to verify boards table and reserves table. That is also done. Then what is the other condition? Earlier we were checking a condition to be on red board. Now it is going to update it to the name of a Seiler, that is Luber. Therefore we are going to give s.name is equals to Luber. As it is a character data type, character data type can be mentioned in single quotes, or character data type can be represented in multiple quotes. But if it is a numeric number, yeah, of course we can represent it without quotes. That is the fundamental rules. So now this query, what it is going to generate was, who was Luber, what was his ID, and then what to which boards he has wrote, and what is the color he has chosen. So that is all the query we need to get it up. So in order to execute this query, yeah, we will now look into the query where it was located here. So now we will put this into our one notebook, this query here. Then we will put the same into the live SQL part. So as I am putting this in one notebook, it will be interactive. Whoever interested can work with me along by taking up the same query from the one notebook, and the one notebook link is shared to you via emails earlier. So now coming to this aspect. So coming to this aspect, so let us bring the databases for working on this query. So what will be the promoted answer if this query is going to be executed? So we will now. So now here is the query what we are going to expect. That is, Seiler name should be Luber, right? Seiler name should be Luber. That is 31. Seiler name should be Luber. There is one instance. There is only one instance. So what is the name of that? So name of that we are going to bring it this as Luber, and his Seiler ID, was 31. Okay, name is equals to Luber, of course, and his ID was 31. Then what we have to do? We have to make a equal to operation between Seiler and reserves. So Seiler, to which boat he is looking at? So he is looking at 31, 31, 31. So Seiler, he has taken 3 boats. One, the boat ID was 102. 2, the boat ID was 103. 3, the boat ID was 104. So this is the 3 represented ways of how Luber he has taken up. Now, next one. Next, it doesn't end. What was the next question? So what is the color of the boat? Color of the boat of 102 is red. Color of the boat 103 is green. Color of the boat 104 is marine, that is red color. Okay, so this was the question what we are supposed to answer. Find the colors of the boat reserved by Luber. Find the colors of the boat reserved by Luber. So first of all, we have to check in the Seiler's table. What was Seiler ID? 31. So 31 we are going to there. So where is he has made the reservation? He has made a reservation for the boat in the table number reserves. So 31 he has booked boat number 102. He has booked boat number 103. He has booked number 104. Then what is the color of the boat? It is red. What is the color of the boat 103? It is green. What is the color of boat number 104? It is red again. So now what is the answer you are going to expect? In the first condition, we made Seiler name is equals to Luber. Next condition, we verified with the result table and boat table. Next, we verified it with the Seiler ID and the result. So now what is the answer we are going to expect when this query is going to happen was 1, we are going to expect blue. 2, we are going to expect red. 1, we are going to expect red. 2, we are going to expect green. And 3, again, we are going to expect red. So find the color. So we are now looking at the color of the boat. So color of the boat answer should display as red, green, and red. Okay, now let us move over to our live SQL editor. So at this point of time, we are putting the question in the comments. Now we can start executing the query. So you can see this query which is getting executed. So it is displaying it as a red color, it is displaying it as a green color, and then it is going to display it as a red color. So that is what we have navigated through annotations, that we have analyzed the query, we have taken up the 3 different databases available, then we analyzed the query, then we have constructed the query. So altogether, now the last step was to bring the output from the live SQL, put this into our work area, so that for further understanding we can have an appropriate way, that is question followed by query followed by analysis and followed by the output. So this is the structural approach what we need to go into towards understanding the querytical part. Okay, fine. So let us pick up one more query for execution. So the another query what we need to check was, it is query number 7. So query number 7, what it is going to show up? What it is telling was, find the names of the Seilers. So where is this names of the Seiler taken up? It is from Seiler table. It is from Seiler table. So the names of the query, they are located in the Seiler table. Therefore, we need Seilers. Who have reserved? As you mentioned a reserve, definitely you should have one more table called as a reserves. So that is how we are going to fill up the databases, what need to be worked. So find the names of the Seilers. So again, you need to know the target list. The target list was to display the names of the Seiler. So display names of the Seilers, you mentioned as s dot name here. Then what is the condition? At least one boat. So there are many boats which were taken up by Luber. There are many boats which was taken by Horatio. There are many boats represented by Ande. So in this way, we have different Seiler names and they have booked different boats. But we need to understand, in the Seiler table, we have 10 unique Seilers. In the reserve boat, there are people, not all the 10 people had made a reservation to the boat. There are people who have not yet sailed are not yet reserved for any board. That means people are in the Cyler database, but people are not in the reserve database. So this is the takeaway. So people are in the Cyler's database and people are not in the reserve database. So that position we need to capture. So how we are going to capture was at least one vote. So we need to look at least one vote should be taken up. So now we didn't ask about the boat number, we didn't ask about the boat color, we didn't ask about the boat name. So therefore, we are not looking into the boat database. We will confine our scope, we will limit our scope only towards the databases. Only that is also only 2 databases are going to be needed at this point of time. That means we should see that people are in Cyler's boat, people are in resource board. So we make some equal to comparison. We are going to make a equal to comparison. Thereby we are going to execute this query towards SID and which is exist in SID, which is exist in both Cyler's and resource board. So we will take up this query number 7 to our OneNote. Then what next? We are going to move this into our live SQL part also for quick execution, putting the question in comments. So that is also done. Next one was we have to analyze the query. In order to analyze the query, we have another file called as all3. So all3 databases. So I am taking up that all3 databases instance to the work area where we can start our analysis and understand what will be the output occur. So that was the approach what we are following here. So yeah. Now let us understand the query. What is the query? The query was names of the Cyler who has reserved one board. And how you want to check? You want to check there should be between Cyler and resource. Okay, fine. Now let us start. 22 occurrence was for 4 times. That is one set. 31 occurrence was for 3 times. That is second occurrence. 64 occurrence was for 2 times. And finally, 74 occurrence was for 1 time. Okay. So what was the analysis? In Cyler table, yeah, in Cyler table, we have 10 names of Cylers, isn't it not? Dustin, Brutus, Luber, Ande, Ruste, Horatio, Jorba, Horatio and Art. There are 10 people. Did all the 10 people ride? No. Did all the 10 people reserved? No. How many reserved? Only 1, 22, 2, 31, 3, 64, 4, 74. Only 4 people came for the reservation at this point of time. Only 4 Cylers made a reservation. There are 10 people. In that 10 people, only 4 people had made a reservation. Now, what is the question? Find the names of the Cylers. So, whose names you want? Who have reserved at least one board. So, who have reserved at least one board? That is 22, 31, 64 and 74. Okay. Now, is the question ended? No. Why it is not ended? We need to display the name of 22, we need to display the name of 31, we need to display the name of 64 and 74 also. So what is 22's name? 22's name was Dustin. Next one. What is 31's name? 31's name was Luber. Next one. What is 64's name? 64's name was Horatio. What is 74's name? 74 name is also Horatio. So in this way, what we are going to expect was we expect Dustin, we expect Luber, then we are going to expect Horatio, and then we are going to expect another Horatio. Okay, now this is the explanation. Now what next? We have to see that whether our assumption that 4 names should occur when we are hitting the query towards execution. Yeah, we executed the query. Now you can see that Dustin 4 times, Luber 3 times, Horatio 2 times, and another Horatio for 1 time. So total 10 names. In these 10 names, we get only 4. We get only 4. If I'm going to make it as a unique, then at that point of time, we get this Dustin, then we are going to get Luber, then again in these two we have Horatio. This is another Horatio. Okay, there are the same name is repeated. You can check this. 64 Horatio, rating 7, and this age is some 35, and 74 Horatio, his rating is 9 and his age is also 35. Okay, so you can see that roll number was different, that is 64 and 78. Their names are same, but their roll numbers are different. So we have taken this. Now what if we are going to use the SQL part, that too if we are going to bring distinct, at this point of time. So now let us hit on this button, how the values are going to come when we are going to use the destin. So got it. So 1 we call it as Luber, 2 we call it as Horatio, 3 we are going to call it as Dustin. So why did we get these 3 here? The 3, why we got this? Because we made the unique value, we have made the unique value towards generating the result. So that is the reason why we got the appearance with the 3 values. So that was the key takeaway, because we have used the distinct word to eliminate the duplicates. So that is the reason why we check this. What is the annotation we have added? So here we have added the word called as distinct. So that was the change or observation we can understand. Okay, now we have done with one more query. Next one was, so we're done with query number 7. It is at least one vote. Okay, now this is quite bit interesting query. So what was this interestingness was, find the ages of the silers. So here first, find the ages of Siler. So what is to be taken? Siler's information is given in the Siler database. Therefore, we have to bring Siler database. Next one, what we need to display? We need to display the ages. As we need to display the ages, now we are going to mention select s dot age, that is an analysis for Siler table from Siler. Up to now, whatever answer we need, that in form of query we have formulated. Okay, will this print? Will this work? No, it won't print, it won't work until unless we are going to give a condition. So what was that condition we have to take up? The take up condition was, whose name will begin and whose name will end with Bob, will end with B. So we need to check in the entire databases, we need to check the first letter should be B, next letter can be anything. So first letter can be B, second letter can be anything, and ends with B, and ends with B, second, third, whatever it is, and the nth letter should be B and has 3 characters. So obviously second can be anything and third character is going to be B. So this is the scenario. The name should begin with B and ends with B, yes, and has at least 3 characters. So altogether we need to have 1 character, 2 character and 3 character. We need to have only 3 characters at this point of time. Okay. So what we were talking? We were talking about the age of the silers to be printed. Therefore, we call it as s dot age. The name of the ages are going to be found in the Eilers table. Therefore, we are going to use the Eilers table, that is Eilers and Alice's with yes. Okay. Then what was the condition? The name should begin with B and name should end with B and has at least 3 characters. So the middle can be anything. The second character can be anything. Now let us prompt up this condition, how it is going to take up. Where is a condition yes name like. What is like here? The like clause was I'm going to go single quotes B percentage B. So what is this percentage? It can be any character. It can be any character string. It can be capital A, it can be small a, uppercase A, lowercase, and special characters, whatever alphanumeric data it is, whatever ASCII codes data it is, everything can be there. So because you have given the percentage symbol, so this wildcard using percentage is going to be called as a wildcard selection. Using percentage, we are going to call it as a wildcard selection. So percentage can be anything at this point of time. So first character should be B, next second character can be anything, and third character should be B. So let us execute this query for a quick instance to understand this. Now we are going to take this into our work area. Then we will move the same to execute and see the ages. Then we are going to put this into comments, the question what we need to work. So Seiler age and like Bob. So I will take up this same database for convenience. So yeah. Name first character should be B. Name first character should be B. Last character should be B. B, O, B. First one should be B. Last one should be B. This is any character can be there. So we got this. So are there any similar pattern? Brutus starts with B but doesn't end with B and of 3 characters. Therefore, all the remaining things will not be considered. Only the Bob entry will be taken up. Okay, what is Bob's age? Bob's age was 63. So now we are going to expect the answer at this situation. The expected answer from this situation was, we need to see that the answer is Bob and his age was 63. Answer was Bob and his age was 63. So now let us execute the query and see that what we are going to expect is coming as an output. So now we have this Bob. So yeah, no data was found. So let us put the lowercase letter here. Now you can see that age, it was of 63 that it is going to be displayed, and the answer was as follows, right? So we are expecting age at this model, so it would be lowercase letter, because in the database we have stored the name also. So you can simplify this, age comma s dot name, so that we will have a complete idea what I was talking about. So because in the name, the lowercase letter was used as the third character, but if I'm going to give an uppercase letter, what happens was the exact string matching, the precise way of matching the strings is going to happen. Therefore, it didn't recognize when I'm going to use the uppercase letter. So however the string is stored in the database, the same model search pattern has to be mapped. So that is the reason why we are going to bring like this model. Fine. We talked about query 8. Next one was find the names of the silers who have reserved a red or a green vote, who have reserved a red or a green vote. So that was quite bit interesting at this point of time. So now names of the silers has to be taken up. Query number 1, who has reserved? Reservation has to taken up, and boat color is there. So boat color is there. Therefore, we have to look into the third option called as boats here, reserves here, and sailors. So three things we need to look into this aspect, from and where. So now what are the three things we need to look into? One, we need to see that the data exists in both reserves and sailors database, and next one, it needs to exist in boats and reserves database. So because we made an instance called as reserves and we made an instance called as boats, and thereby we also looked into an optional entry, that is OR operation is also promoted, because the OR is not applied between first condition and second condition. OR is going to be applied at the third condition. In third, internally we are going to make a OR condition. So OR is applied internally. OR is applied internally in the third condition. In the third condition, OR is applied. So first condition is from, second condition is where, third condition is and. In this and, we are going to prompt up the OR. So OR is going to be applied internally in the third condition. So how will this answer it is going to look? So we'll take up this query and then put the things here. The same things we can put it into the live SQL part, and let us see that it is saved, and then we are getting it executed. So you can see that there are two colors, red and green, and these two boats, they are taken up by the 8 different silers. They are taken up with the 8 different silers. So that is how we generated the output. Okay, so we will save this exercise for quick and further reference. That is, we string queries, string searching, and simple queries. So you can make this as unlisted, and for future reference, I can put this string here, and I'm saving this script. So you can have a quick access if I share you this link. So that is done. Yeah, this was saved. So this was the link I will share you shortly. So in interest of time, we will stop our presentation.